What's up, guys? Big Rob here, coming to you from Valley of the Clouds. Damn, it's a new one. Nonetheless, been a lot of those chemtrails in the sky, so maybe this is the fallout thereof. Nonetheless, we're upright, happy to be here. Honored to bring you this video. Topic of discussion, nuclear fallout between MTG and Donald Trump. It appears that there's been a fallout and there's been a big division within the MAGA faculty. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into it, shall we? First and foremost, I really, honestly, haven't been following much of the MTG Trump thing. I caught the tailwind of it, but I've been focusing most of my time on the Charlie Kirk situation. That's on the front burner. It's going to stay on the front burner, whether it's popular or not. It's an unsolved crime, in my opinion, and I'm sticking to that. And that's where I'm at. You're more than welcome to decide on your own what's your front burner topic, but mine is Charlie Kirk. I think a second burner on the front end of that oven would be the Epstein files. We all know it's cooked. We all know there's a lot of problems. We all know that we're probably never going to get the true story. It's who can really shame who more. And what it is really just all these folks, man, that have come up all these years, in this elite crowd, just having dirt on one another and, shaming each other. And, all this riffraff is really this is where it really comes into play, is that, all these people, billionaires and so forth, just really cave into each other and have so much dirt on each other, that the infighting starts. And what I'm going to tell you is just a little bit of valuable, I guess you could say, wisdom. I don't know any of these people personally. Therefore, I'm not vouching for any of them. All I know is the circles that you keep can hurt you. Whether it had been 30 years ago, 50 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, 5 minutes ago, the circles that you keep, the company that you decide to keep, can hurt you. Taking pictures with people, even not nefariously, can hurt you. And I will say, whether this ruffles your feather or not, President Donald Trump played both sides of the aisle. He had given to the Dems, he had given to the Republicans. He did what was necessary and whatever it takes to be the most prominent business owner he could be. And with that, he rubbed some shoulders with some people that weren't really good characters. Now, does that really mean that, he's implicated? Does it mean because I went to someone's house to a party, does it mean that, really you're about that life? No. But the optics never look good. Do you know that person is the type of person they are behind closed doors? No. And that's what I'm telling you guys. I'm not against Donald Trump. I voted for the man 3 times. He is what's good for the United States. But when it comes to giving to other countries before Main Street, yes, I do have a problem. And then, of course, running in these circles never looks good. And like I said, in plenty of my posts, if you have dirt on you, the easiest way to get rid of the dirt is to come out and speak your piece and say what you need to say, clear your name, be vindicated over and over and over as many times as necessary, so that the rumor mill doesn't become truth. All right? And people are going to say, well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by the rumor mill becoming truth? Because after a while, opinion sets in to where they're not hearing from the person. Why aren't we hearing from the person? Why doesn't he come out and, coming out and swinging, saying, no, this is not me. Well, maybe he feels he's way above it and doesn't have to. A lot of folks are saying, why would you even bring it up? Why would you even? Because I ask the hard questions that you don't. I'm not complicit. Like I said, I don't know any of these players. I know them for what they've said they were going to do for us. And that's what I based my opinion on. But 100% vouch for someone that I've never ran with, I can't do it. And if that pisses you off, if that makes you feel indifferent, that makes you unfollow me, or maybe want to watch me, I would say then go ahead and feel out with your gut. But I'm just going to tell you, I don't know any of these players personally, and I can't vouch for them 100%. Do I think from the optics that there's nothing going on? Sure, I could say that. But like I said, the circles and the people that you keep can sure sway that opinion, and before you know it, it's not looking good, especially, again, if you're not coming out and disavowing it over and over again, not just once, but as many times as necessary to, unmuddy the waters, then, sometimes those opinions stick, and that's dangerous. So I know Alex Jones came out on this. He spoke about it and gave his dire warning and put his 2 cents into it. And I'm telling you now, the midterms, it's going to be ugly. A lot of stuff going on. The same people that question everything aren't always going to go along with the program. I think the Charlie Kirk situation is one of them. They just thought, what? They're going to go along with it. They're not going to ask questions. Nope, that's not the case. And remember, before you call it a conspiracy theory, remember one thing. They are the ones that came out with the official story too soon. They gave out the caliber of the weapon. They talked about the shenanigans of the alleged perpetrator. And they came out with text messages to try to sway opinion with no timestamps. They're the ones that started the holes. If you didn't want any of this to come out, you didn't have to say anything. You didn't have to talk about people of interest, nothing. I don't care. If you want to plead that game and you want to play that game, then you leak nothing. And if it means it takes you longer to catch your suspect, then it does. It took them 33 hours. Remember that number. Why 33? Why constantly? Another rabbit hole, another topic of discussion. For right now, the fallout of MAGA, MTG. I don't know. Sometimes being the bigger person means more. And I know that when we had our Elon Musk moment, it shifted everything drastically. And it's happening again. So, everyone's got an opinion. You're entitled to it. Everyone's got their gut instinct. You're definitely entitled to that. And I've always said, stay ride or die for yours. Keep that circle tight. And keep doing whatever it takes. Till next time, guys, I'm Big Rob.